Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Give to the big fullback. And I think they'll give him 2. Now in 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Looking downfield. It's Barnett. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
He'll do it himself. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down.
Man, interesting play call on 3rd and long. I think we're thinking pass, and which matchup do they try to exploit? And they try to sneak a run in there, and the play's fine. I mean, they run the option very unsuccessfully, small gain, and now we got 4th down.
And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. This offense has it with really good field position. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown, Eagles! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here come the Irish back on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
To the air. It's Barnett. Takes a hit as he fires. Grabbed near the marker. It's Rodgers. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job of getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Makes the grab. It's Hutchison. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on a
Coming out with it, it's Galloway. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. There he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to throw on first down. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hokies.
Man, how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, you catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking for a gap. It's Baxter. And he's not going anywhere to start the night as the home team greets their visitors rather rudely. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. Turns it on in midfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make...
There he goes to the left. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continue to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Rides the back on the option to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time.
Oh, he's got some space. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Eagles are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Now improvising. Pulls it in. It's Galloway. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. To the air. It's Mendoza. Time to take a shot. And it's picked off at the goal line. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up.
Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. First play of the drive, wants to throw. The screen, he's got wheels. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are too...
Turning it on! They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying...
Touchdown, Hokies! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Trying to find his man in the middle. He's got it along the sideline.
Hey, man, that was just perfect execution offensively. On a fourth down like that, if you're going to throw a completion, get the first and keep the drive alive. QB's got to be great with his eyes. He's got to throw it on time. His target has to be in the perfect place at the perfect time. And you got
a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. Makes a move. He's got it out. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and then guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special team.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. Now he can return this. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end round there.
And the Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Under fire. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy.
Snags it at the 30 and still running. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Under fire. Makes the catch. It's Baxter. Breaks into the open. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Eagles!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Here's the handoff. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot, he's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. It's so nice to have a target like that.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Hokies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Here comes the Heat. Moving out of the pocket. Got some room into the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the...
Going deep. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And the Hokies will kick it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Bring in the heat. He's going to take off. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. I mean, you coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Trying play action. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Pocket breaking down. Stands in and takes the hit.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Fires to the right. Complete in the middle. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get
to the end zone, and it's picked off. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys in my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. He just weren't able to come down with that one.
Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
And And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether we conserve him or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And that's not the worst place in the world to miss. Coaches will tell you, man, when you're going to take those deep shots and those fly routes down the field, if you're going to miss as a quarterback, you don't miss inside, and he misses outside a little bit. Like to give your receiver a better chance, but it's a good job missing outside.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Scrambling away. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Hokies have this offense rolling. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Bears the pressure. Fires into the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one...
Touchdown, Hokie! And the punishment has been extended. They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and then don't call them a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you can tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole...
He lets it fly. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before. And the Black Knights will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
You know, that really speaks to the identity of this defense, guys. They take pride in big hits and clean tackles, but they are going to let you know they're there. And they're going to let you know for 60 minutes. I love this run defense because of the way they play the game.
Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes one. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This time he's got his man. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Big fella showing some ability, got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got room on the return. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, this is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the football away. And a play like that, it just galvanizes and energizes the rest of the team.
The Black Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Mendoza. Works the middle of the field. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
They're going to run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the Black Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And that's just a ball he has to catch. As a tight end, you know you're going to be working the middle of the field all game long, and when you have opportunities like that, man, you got to make them count.
Oh, they're after him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. The official says no good, and the score will stay right where it is after that miss. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Cruz. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits it right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
They boot it away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Setting up the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The sure hands, it's Fletcher. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the 1st half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. Pressure coming. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the 2nd half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards.
Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Eagles. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. A quick strike strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Looking to buy time. Throwing on the run. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
That's caught. It's Fletcher. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch and really good with the ball in his hands. But the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Black Knights with the 1st and 10. Snap it to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Floating away. He's going to run it. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing, I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time on target. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
It's a bang-bang play. You're running a slant. The DB's draped all over the wide receiver. He's got to make a contested catch, but he shows really strong hands on that one.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it.
Touchdown, Army! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To throw, it's Mendoza. He rifles one deep to the left. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Lost a throw. He's working against the clock. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's got it down the left side. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. With the catch, it's Baxter. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking to throw on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And he's got it inside the 10. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when... Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. Got a man, it's Fletcher. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
And the Black Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
There he goes. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
And he showed you in 2 plays why this defense has been up late at night. Like thinking about having to guard, he makes you defend.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Black Knights. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. A strike downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Touchdown, Eagles! And that one will give him the lead.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And the play. And after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Makes the grab. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he's got some space. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Man, I'll tell you, this quarterback has got things you simply cannot coach. How about that situation? 3rd, it's a passing situation. The defense knows it. They do a great job in coverage, but this guy just has tools. He's got physical attributes and speed and elusiveness, things he can't coach that allows him to go pick up the first down and keep the offense on the field.
Here's a heat. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Under fire. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And they're going to try to convert on 4th down. 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. The Black Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Looking to scramble. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. We've reached the end of the period. Georgia Southern is on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Makes the grab, past the marker. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal. So the 4th down call works out for them as they try to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, that play, Reese, is going to give them a lot of confidence. Here they are. They're trying to scrape and claw themselves back into this one and take the lead. They needed that play.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now the play fake. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
Looking for the goal line. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. On the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts. And
if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you a huge 3rd down. Under fire. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, Dave.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you've got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
And the Black Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw. It's Mendoza. Here comes the heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Quickly to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. The Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. He leaves it with his back. Turning it on! Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And this defense is all over the quick game right now. They're up in possession, and they are tackling and they're pursuing the football. Nice play on that one.
Using his feet to buy time. Fires on the move. Rolls it in. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a 1st down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. He's got his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. To the air, it's Mendoza. He wants it all. Touchdown, Army! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
Catch in the middle. It's Davis. He gets it into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is good, and the gamble gives them the lead by 1. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
To the air on first down. On a little time, lets it go. Fires to the tight end. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. They'll snap it from the 34 on first and 10. Looking for a man, it's Mendoza. Buys a little time with his feet. Snagged in the middle, it's Thomas. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. He got it. Celebration is wild on the sidelines as they've taken the lead in the final seconds.
You can't say enough about this kid's poise. You're playing on the road. The crowd's going crazy, willing you to miss this kick, but he stayed dialed in, puts it through the upright, David, to give his team the lead here late.
It's crazy because it's nerve-wracking. You put your body on the line for so long, and then it comes down to a kick. And he has to be clutch in a hostile environment, and he comes through for his squad.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They got him in the end zone for a safety, just an inexplicable lapse of judgment to go back into his own end zone. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of